Hey guys, my name is Darsh and welcome to D Brothers. Today we're going to be doing absolute value. Before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. So let's get started. So what is absolute value? Absolute value is the distance from 0 to any given number. So Mr. Zero here is very important. So let's see what absolute value would look like on a number line. So let's draw the number line. 0 will be right there. And then here is the line. I will now enter in the numbers. +2, -2. +1, -1. This -1 could be a little more even. -1. Okay, so on the left side here, we have the negative numbers. On the right side, we have the positive numbers. Now, let's see what absolute value is. So as we said, absolute value is the distance from any given number, or from 0 to any given number. Its sign looks like this, 2 lines. Now, this is also called the modulus. So let's see how it would apply to these numbers. So how far would 2 be from 0? What would the modulus of 2 be? Let's see. 2 is 2 blocks away from 0. So its modulus is 2. What would the absolute value of -2 be? Let's see. -2 is also 2 blocks away. So the absolute value of -2 would also be 2. So you see, absolute value is always a positive number. It is never negative. This is because it only shows how far any number is from 0. It's not showing in which direction. So this here would be the negative direction. This would be the positive direction. So absolute value does not show in which direction how far the number is from 0. It only shows how far. It doesn't show the direction. Okay, now imagine this. So you are at +2. We'll call you X. Your friend is at -1. We'll call them Y. Now we have to find how far you two are from each other. What's the distance between you two? So let's see. To find the distance here, we'll have to find the difference between the numbers that you two are on. And to find the difference, you'll need to do subtraction. So normally when you do subtraction, you would always do the bigger number before the smaller number. So let's do that. So our bigger number here is 2 minus -1. And that will end us up with, that parenthesis could be better. Yeah, that will end us up with 2. And then these two negative signs would become a positive sign. And then we have our 1. Now we'll solve that and it will become 3. You two are 3 blocks away from each other. So that is correct. You are 1, 2, 3 hops away from each other. So our formula is X minus Y, because 2 is X and then -1 is Y. So our formula is X minus Y. So keep that in mind. But what if I was to do this? Now, your friend is at 2 and you are at -1. Now, keep in mind, your formula is still X minus Y. So you still have to do X minus Y. But now, you're going to have to do -1 minus 2. So yeah, that's fun. So negative 1 minus negative 1 minus 2 is negative 3. And negative 3 is not exactly 3. That's not correct. So how do we find the correct answer? We use absolute value. So we still need this. But what we have to do is modulus it. So we will start off with x minus y with a modulus on it. And then we're gonna take the numbers now. So we'll modulus. So in the first case, it'll be 2 minus 1. Then we'll modulus that now. Now we'll modulus the answer of that. We'll modulus 2 plus 1. And then we'll modulus the answer of that. Modulus 3. And the modulus of 3 would be 3. So we have our correct answer here, 3. Let's try this one. So we'll still start off with modulus of x minus y. Now we'll go to the modulus of minus 1 minus 2. Now that will become modulus of negative 3. And then we'll see how far that is from 0. It is 3 blocks away from 0 in the negative direction. But we're not worrying about the direction in absolute value. So its modulus will be 3. And they match. That's great. Now we can see that we use modulus all the time. It's everywhere. We just don't pay our mind to it. Now let's see a real world example. So we'll need a number line again. Your house is at 0. Here's the number line. And let's see. Here's negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. This will need to be longer. And negative 5. Now, we'll do this side. Positive 1, too close. Positive 1, positive 2, positive 3, positive 4, and positive 5. This needs to be shorter. Okay, so there's our number line. So let's do it. Your house is at 0. You live at 0. You must get to a birthday party at negative 4. Yay, you're going to a birthday party today. So you go, you walk until you come to negative 2 and you realize that you have forgotten to get a birthday present for your friend. So the gift shop is at positive 3. So your gift is over there. So you have to walk all the way back to positive 3 to collect the gift, and then you walk all the way back from there over to the birthday party where you were very excited to come, and you are happy. But how far did you go? That's what we're going to calculate. So let's do this without using absolute value. See what happens. So from 0, you went to negative 2. So 0 minus 2 would just be negative 2. And then from there, you moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks to positive 3 in the positive direction. So plus 5. And then from there, you came 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks in the negative direction. So you end up with the equation minus 2 plus 5 minus 7. Let's see what that will end us up with. So, negative 2 plus 5 is positive 3. Positive 3 minus 7 equals to negative 4. You did not walk negative 4 blocks. You walked way more than that. So, let's see how far you walked, really. So we'll have to use absolute value now. So, let's see. We need to do the absolute value of all of these numbers to see how many blocks you actually went, because we don't need to pay attention to which direction you went. We just need to pay attention to how far you went. So let's do the modulus. So the modulus of negative 2 would be 2. The modulus of 5 is 5. The modulus of minus 7 is 7. Now all of your numbers are positive, so you can just add them up. So 2 plus, this, 2 plus 5 plus 7. What will happen now? That's a very bad 7, I'll fix that. 7. So 2 plus 5 is 7, and then we have to add that last 7 on, and then we will get 14. That sounds much better. You walked 14 blocks to get to your to get to the birthday party. So where can absolute value be used? Well, we use absolute value every day. To see how far you went, to like how much stuff you did today. You use it all of the time. So where else can it be used? It can be used in equations like calculus. It can be used in other real world examples like, to see how much gas you need to get from one place to another in your car. It can be used in the medical industry to look at temperature. And yeah, that's absolute value. The distance from 0 to any given number. And that's it for today. Bye.